Storm, Puck is banned, you go Storm.
Yeah, lane's very
sorry,
well.
they got the troll. Yeah, the mid laner. My bad.
They have no control for
yeah.
that Storm. Like, if he gets a good game, like, what do they do?
Yeah, absolutely no stuns. When you look at that, like, how do you catch people?
Remnant into Bloodright into
It's a
Panic
tough
into
ask, man.
lose game. Yeah, it's a really good Storm game. But will the chaos produced by the side of Boom be too much for Neon to play into? I really feel like this is a kind of a testing draft for Neon. Like they've come at them, Boom have come at them and just put a load of problems on the table, and they're going to try and bring this game down to their level where they're just allowed to just like throw spells and cause absolute chaos. Neon, they need to show now that they have like the captainship and the team play to overcome that, not fall prey to this madness and actually keep themselves together. So do you think they can do it?
I mean, how are we supposed to do our job if they like draft like this, you know?
It's so difficult.
Like, they're literally just gonna run at each other,
Yeah.
and then one team is gonna win. I don't.
What? Wow, great analysis.
yeah,
One team's
exactly.
going to win, guys. You heard it here first. Black just laying down the fat truths. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to have to hear a prediction from the both of you. I know it's hard. But
You can go first. Enjoy.
All right, so Neon's esports draft is very solid, but I'm gonna go with the creativity and craziness that Boom is bringing to the table. I'll go with them. I'll go with Boom.
Alrighty, Black.
I'll go with the Storm. I think he's gonna snowball. And
you're taking the easy way out.
I mean, of course. I mean, I'm here to analyze, you know?
I
like,
see.
what do they do to the Storm? They can't do anything to him until Void Spirit gets his Yule Scepter. And then they have one stun for him.
Yeah, it's
very good,
difficult.
very good. He probably won't even die.
I'm just for the craziness, but he's got a
beautiful.
very good point.
Yeah. I think Neon can do this. I think Neon, they've had the practice recently. They're not going to be as fresh as some of the newer teams which haven't been playing so much competitive recently, but we've seen from some of the qualified teams. So yeah, I think Neon got this. So we've got 2 for Neon, 1 for Boom. What do you guys think? Let us know in the Twitch chat. But over to our casters, which is going to be B-Cop and Lacoste. Take it away, you fine gentlemen.
Thank you, Nomad. Looking at Neon up against Boom. I think I'm on the Neon train. It seems like a weird draft from Boom.
You know, Boom, I can't remember I've seen draft like this in a really long time. This is just a lineup that's going to be pretty chaotic. They have no tower damage. I'm not sure, even if you are... Like, this type of lineup with Bounty Hunter, it can work because, you know, you get that extra gold, you keep the aggression going, but I don't think you can just end the game. Like, even if you're 10,000 gold ahead, you can't sit there and try to go for a tower. Arrow misses.
The arrow's to the right, so that might keep Makoto alive. They'll chase. They've got the charge that forces him into the dissimulate just to stay alive. FBZ comes over. Jean-Noel in some trouble. Now he's the one taking a lot of damage, but the Barrel Strike comes out from Play Hard. This is a full team fight.
Oh, the
before
4-man blast.
They'll go for Drew. If they could kill this Bloodseeker, that would be pretty devastating early. But the Blood right down. Yopaj, he ends up silenced. KezCute right under his nose. Maybe looking to get a shot in, but that is very dangerous for KezCute. They don't have the heroes to come over and hit him with a Burrow Strike again, or maybe an arrow. So nobody dies. 5v5 min.
That's something that we usually don't see, you know. We see people rotating, people dying, but not this time around. The Storm lost a lot of region. He already had to eat his tango. Let's see what he's bringing. Yeah, just another set of tangos on the mid lane. So, yeah, I think Black had a really good point. It's a free Storm Spirit game where they have no stuns. You don't care too much about Rupture. It's hard to set things up with the Void Spirit. At least they have some tower damage with the Troll, so I'm leaning towards the Neon Esports lineup.
Yeah, and it's tough to see where, like, even if you win these fights, it still seems like Neon's going to have that time to farm up. Like, how are you pushing if you're Boom?
You can't hit the towers. Like, these heroes are really not good at it. You can't just, you know, expect Bloodseeker to go and hit the tier 1 tower like 120 times to kill it.
Yeah. Could be very problematic. And I'm excited to see some of these guys here on Neon and Boom, namely Yopaj. I was hoping he picked that Earth Spirit. Ooh, play hard. Burrow Strike out of the blood right. Body blocks from KezCute. First blood there for Drew. So Bloodseeker getting first blood. Not too long into the game to get to that first blood. And now Bloodseeker gets a bit of a boost.
First Blood Seeker. That's his name in this game.
Over bottom, Natsumi 8-3 already. How does this lane go for Troll? Is this one of these lanes that he's just safe and free to farm?
Yeah, I mean, all he needs to care about is dodging and illuminate for some extra spam. Doesn't have the best position 5 in his lane, but Troll is one of the strongest laners overall, one of the best safe laners, where he, you have this range ability, you have a melee ability, miss chance, and you have a ranged access to secure the creeps. So top lane not going well as expected, like Sanking and Mirana, because they lost a lot of region in those engagements where no one died.
Yeah.
So like this lane should be much better for Sanking and Mirana, where Mirana just one-shots the range creep. There's the arrow.
And they've got the combination of the Burrow Strike as well as the arrow. They've done that to both heroes in this lane so far. Yeah, neither of which leading to a kill, though.
Also, as a Sanking, you do not want to get Burrow Strike level 1. He saw the opportunity to try to go for it. You're playing into 2 melee heroes, so Caustic Finale is the spell to go to. Like, it's so much harassment. You push out the lanes, you get level 2 faster than them. So, like, this missed opportunity on a mid, kind of costing him a lot.
Makoto, one shot from dead. Oh, still regenning enough. Not enough damage there from Yopaj. The bottle sips, saving his life, and almost a solo kill for Yopaj in the mid lane.
His career is just going back, so that means that he's not going to have that healing cell for another like 30 seconds. So we might see 4 heroes, maybe 5, 6 on a mid lane, just trying to secure the rune for their mid laners. Oh, this could be a kill.
Still needs to be careful.
Yopaj.
Wow. Yopaj putting the hurt in. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to see 3, 4, maybe 5v5 mid again. Why not? But you got to get that bottle filled, and when you're waiting on that salve, this is becoming a bit tough for Makoto.
Top lane, arrow will connect on a Bloodseeker, playing a bit too aggressively.
And they get their kill onto Drew. A little bit of revenge in that lane. Back over towards mid. You have the Spirit Breaker coming over, and Hyde picking up the Illusion Rune. So no bottle fill for either mid. It's a support that picks it up. Who benefits the most from that Power Rune being kept out of the opponent's mid?
Just having an Illusion Rune for...
Well, no, just keeping those bottles empty. Like, is there anybody more... Like, we're seeing a lot of aggression here from the Storm. Is it bad for him just not having that bottle fill? Like, can he still play the way he's done so? Makoto, he's also just...
Yeah, there's still a rune. No one wanted... Wait, why is it showing on minimap? Am I... Yeah, it's still showing for some reason. But it's not there. Not available.
Still in beta? It's okay.
It doesn't matter that much. If you're full HP, full mana,
No.
the rune is going to spawn in the next minute, so you will have a refill for your bottle. Like the secure bounty rune on your side is being pinged out. KezCute trying to maybe snatch that rune, but a bit too late. No Boots of Speed, no Windlace.
This leaves Drew alone for a moment, but not expecting him to really die under the tier 1 tower where the creep wave is at the moment. Bottle fill for Storm. He's got 3 charges on it. He's hit level 6. Makoto about to hit that 6. I would expect potentially Makoto to be quite active hitting that 6. As Playhard getting chased by both KezCute and Drew. And
Talking about active.
He stays alive. You've got the Storm Hero TPs in. They go after Drew. They have the charge from the Spirit Breaker. Burrow Strike short. Drew, though, still not looking like he can turn around or do anything. And the arrow from Scam ends up landing. They will trade for Playhard. It's KezCute who gets the kill.
Yopaj with the nice rotation. because Mikoto does not have a point in Ether Remnant to, you know, just stop a TP, picks up a region rune so he can farm the jungle. Like there's also a stack on this side.
Yeah.
With the 3 points in the simulate, yeah, you can just, you know, clear the creep wave much easier, but I expect him to get at least one Ether Remnant point, maybe level 7, level 8. It's just a setup. You can also stop the Spirit Breaker's charge, which is nice. Spirit Breaker doesn't have a clear target to go for on mid lane.
Drew arrow comes through, and Kescute keeping Drew out of harm's way, and pops the salve, still dead. Scam leaps in for the kill. Charge on a Drew. They still want to go forward for him with a rotation coming in. We'll see how detrimental this is to Neon. They've got 4 heroes. They'll lay down the Blood Right. Burrow Strike comes in. The silences are there. They've also disarmed the Storm. Eventually, Drew falls to Yopaj. They're in between the Tier 1 and Tier 2, diving for these kills.
It's a tough one for Boom. Like, they need to respond. Mikoto needs to be a bit more active. Like, they diving the tower for a very, very long time. So he should be the one trying to respond.
And he still doesn't have that Aether Remnant either.
Just 1 point is enough. Like, Spirit Breaker is not your concern. He's probably never going to charge you because you have Astral Step, you have the Simulate to dodge it, Aether Remnant to just stop his charge. So kind of tough one for SB.
Over towards mid. Kescute's here. I don't quite have the vision of him. No sentry down for the Radiant side. They do place that Observer, which Kescute can see. Yeah, he immediately takes it out. But that causes the charge to come through on a Kescute. We'll see how much Neon are willing to follow this up with. They go over, they've got Dust. Illuminate being charged up. There's the long-range arrow from Scam to get the kill on a Kescute. Now dominating on this Mirana, 4-0-1.
Yeah, Scam's Mirana has been on point. Just not the first arrow, but every other one was pretty much top-notch. Troll, what do we have? Like, this is the kind of a build that's really popular lately after the Aghanim Scepter got upgraded, where Whirling Axes dispel enemies and the other ones dispel yourself. And it also lowers the cooldown and lowers the mana cost. So you're pretty much unkillable. And look at this. He has a hood right after that. So he wants to be able to join fights, and you can just stand your ground. Don't care too much about it. Me and Black talked about like the build on Troll, and this is something that he mentioned that he saw in some of the games.
Yeah.
Like you have magic, not gonna say magic immunity, but you have some extra magic resistance. You have a miss chance. You have a way of dispelling things. Sure, but if you're silenced, you know, then you can't do that. There is only one at the moment coming from Bloodseeker, but it's a long duration silence once it's maxed out.
And you can use that Aether Remnant, move in as play hard. Going down to Mikoto, they TP in Natsumi.
Hard.
Makoto's now used both Astral Steps. They could catch him with a charge. That's exactly what they're going to go for. They've got the Ball Lightning as well as the Vortex. Arrow missing. A little bit off the mark. Not sure that's going to matter. Makoto still ends up falling to Yopaj.
That arrow missed, but almost hit Keeper of the Light. Like, both of these teams don't have too much tower damage, so they need to play around the catapult timings to be able to get rid of the tier 1 towers. Bounty Hunter, still level 5. Like, in terms of network, game pretty even, but I feel Boom Esports, they need to make game a bit more chaotic, especially with the Void Spirit. Get that track online, try to go for kills. This is how they, I'm not gonna say come back into the game, but this is their win condition, you know, just keep fighting with the Bounty Hunter's track.
Try to bump up on that net worth, do what you can. But do they have enough to fight right now? Like, even with the track, are they in a spot to win these fights?
It feels weak, like fighting into Sanking. Still doesn't have a point in epicenter, but you know, just the Burrow strike itself is a very strong ability. And I feel like late game kind of leaning towards Neon Esports, because once again, no real lockdown for the Storm Spirit. Eventually you will have it once that Void Spirit gets the Yule Scepter, so it's a guaranteed setup, but also no tower damage, which is really hard. So whenever Catapult spawns, try to be there, play with the team, make stuff happen. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck and not be able to take the towers. There it is. Rupture combination.
Rupture with the track, Rolling Thunder, Burrow Strike from Play Hard, getting bumped up and moved over with the Rolling Thunder. Hyde gets the kill with the Illuminate, and it's a track kill there for Kisk.
Top tower has fallen.
So well done. You know, they work with that track. It does, to get just that kill, it's the Rolling Thunder, it's the Rupture. Like that, now what are you doing about the rest of the team? You get a tier 1 tower, you get some, you know, you get a kill, you get an objective, but using the basis of your fight just for the one kill now kind of leaves Neon to
Oh,
do
you
what they
want to
want,
get
right?
as many kills as possible
Yeah.
with this type of lineup. You don't care about using pretty much any abilities. You're not reliant on cooldowns. Nice arrow
with
once
the
again from
Vortex,
Scam.
Blinding Light. See if it makes a difference. Makoto's still dying. Yopaj now on the killing spree. Swashbuckle over, but Burrow Strike from Play Hard. They've got the track on the Sand King. So under the tower regardless. They'll look with that Spirit Breaker ult. FBZ gets hit. Natsumi coming over. Not finding anybody just yet. And you've got 3 heroes track so far during the Moonlight Shadow.
Dire structures are fortified.
Blood right down. Rupture used. Natsumi the one who's hit.
Oh,
Puts
look
himself
at the
in a great
space where
spot.
Natsumi's hiding.
Yeah, getting away from that Rolling Thunder, keeping himself safe while FBZ comes around. Meanwhile, Yopaj dives in, gets the kill on the Hyde. That was really well played by Natsumi, knowing that that little crevice is there to kind of hunker down in.
Boom Esports, they have good ways of defending the towers when the heroes are alive. Bloodright, you have Pangolier Swashbuckle, and then most importantly, Illuminate. So Keeper of the Light needs to be alive. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Mikoto's thinking about going in.
Radiant's
Charge was
bottom
coming out.
tower is under attack.
Could have been a bit of an issue. He's been getting those salves from the trusty shovel. So Play Hard back up to full. He's fine. Yopaj sitting second on the net worth, going Bloodstone. First item. You think it's Bloodstone BKB, or is he going, you know, will we see an Orchid for him?
But he doesn't care about BKB. He's not going to get BKB ever this time.
You don't think so?
Nah, maybe as a 5th item, possibly 6th, because they have no lockdown. Getting like mana regen, getting stats is much more valuable on Storm this time.
Rupture out into Yopaj, TP away.
That's
he's
it.
gone.
Easy peasy.
There's that lack of lockdown showing.
That's why he's also not getting Orchid. I feel like it's a much better choice to get a Bloodstone here. You know, get it online as fast as possible, get some charges going. How's Troll doing? That's Aghanim Scepter completed.
Yeah, he's top of the net worth by 700. If you can't lock down the Storm,
You can't
Yeah,
even
he's-
lock down the Troll either
Yeah.
then, huh? Especially once he gets that Aghanim Scepter.
so it definitely seems like it could be, you know, Storm getting
Dire are
what,
scanning.
Bloodstone charges aplenty, especially if he gets it early enough to start going in and fighting the way they have. It's not a lot of kills 15 minutes into the game, but there's definitely points where it's felt like it's on the cusp of Neon looking to just jump off and go for you. Like that tier 1 over mid, it felt like Neon wanted to do more than just go for the tower. They were waiting for that opportunity to potentially show itself. And then you get that Bloodstone, all those charges rack up.
It's
Oh,
still,
lockdown
you
for
know, a
Storm.
long run until the Bloodstone, but there's the jump. Scam is not close to use the arrow.
Now Storm without much mana.
Radiant's
Potentially
middle
hoping for this
tower is
16-minute
under
run to be
attack.
up towards top.
He
Should be able to
found
control it either way.
The 2 best items, pretty much, the tier 1 for himself. You have Royal Jelly and you have Arcane Ring, so mana replenish, some damage, like have that extra mana regen going on constantly. Rune will spawn.
Arcane Rune, but there's the Astral Step. They'll look for Wanuel. And get the kill. Makoto gets credit for that one. 4 heroes there to make it happen. Arrow on to
No
FBZ, but nobody's around.
Fake hype arrow coming through. Nothing happened.
Still hit. It's exciting. Ooh. We were talking about this, I think just the two of us. Gleipnir Bloodseeker. That's what
It's
he's
a
going
thing.
for.
It's a thing. Like, that's the carry build for the Bloodseeker,
I'm excited to see that.
where you have this farming ability, Maelstrom, which is kind of natural build-up, and something that we've seen from mostly offlane Bloodseekers to just keep them in place in the Bloodright with the Atos. So you just upgrade it to Gleipnir, which is really nice.
So 4-man smoke from Neon.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Yopaj losing that courier. As Keskute gets credit for that kill. They're wrapping around. Drew in between the tier 1 and the tier 2. They've got this deep ward in. Play hard. Not going to find him, but there's a courier coming over. They're wrapping towards the tier 2 tower mid. Natsumi showing himself. Smoke will break. Makoto spotted.
Jumps in.
Jumped with the Astral Step right into a Burrow Strike. They get the kill. FBZ thinking about the Rolling Thunder. They do dust to maybe catch the Bounty Hunter under their noses. But he's not there. He's on the high ground. Burrow Strike away. Rolling Thunder. That comes through and hits onto Scam. They find themselves Play Hard, who is tracked up, hit with the Swashbuckle. Illuminate comes in, just living with 12 health. And finally, will end up falling to that urn. Natsumi, Yopaj, and the Spirit Breaker Wanuel trying to run away. Keskute coming in. And there's the Shikuchi, or not the Shikuchi, the Shuriken. Sorry. That comes in and finishes him off. Bounces up
Neon
and
needs
hits
to
him.
be more careful about, getting those deep dives, because there's a lot of bouncing damage coming out from Boom, where you have like Bloodright, Void Spirit jumping in, Swashbuckle from a different angle, Shuriken tosses with attract abilities, and Illuminate. So if you don't see Keeper of the Light, like, it's kind of hard to just go in like a madman. Now they're on a hunt. They want to get more. Also, this is a lineup that's probably never going to be able to take Roche. What Boom has, Neon has Troll, so that's a good thing going for them. They see Play Hard hiding.
Goes off to the left. Illuminate right on him. Not a lot of damage from the Illuminate, but they've got the Astral Step. They have the Aether Remnant with the Yules from Makoto, and eventually Play Hard drops dead. But here comes Neon. Rupture on and Natsumi. They're going after Keskute. The Aether Remnant locking up the Spirit Breaker. Arrow comes in, lands on a Makoto. Yopaj gets the kill, and the Ball Lightning looking forward towards Hyde as well as Keskute. Blinding Light trying to survive. Ball Lightning once again. One more shot takes his life, and then they'll find FBZ. So 3 dead, as Play Hard was the one who fell for Neon, but 3 fall on Boom.
If Troll is playing with his team, I don't think this hero is gonna die this game. Like, he's super tanky, 2000 HP. Like, you get so much value out of this Aghanim Scepter. Like, you remove track, you remove the disarm from Lucky Shot, you can dispel, Resonant Pulse. So, pretty nice things to have here. And, yeah, talking about being unkillable, he queues up Heart.
Oh, God. We've already seen one Heart in action today.
The one on Wisp looked really, really good.
There's 3 heroes on Neon who are yet to die. So, Play Hard taking all the deaths. He's got 6. But he's playing Sacrificial, and I think that's fine. Going into a Blink Dagger, which he almost has, Blink Veil, I think you're in a spot where it's like, okay, you can continue to kill me, but if you're not killing the Troll, you're not killing my Storm, then is my kill, is killing me worth it? It's worth a little bit more if you're tracked, but Troll and Storm are getting to a spot where we've been talking about maybe they just don't die this game.
Pretty much track is what's keeping them in this game. It's a level 1 track, 20 minutes in, but still, this Troll, man. Eternal Shroud, which turns the damage into mana, really, really feels unkillable to me. He's not dealing that much damage, but the damage comes from the lower cooldown of Axis, so that's fine. And Storm right now has a double damage, so And also newly purchased Bloodstone,
Blink
so they want to take a fight.
Strike. They'll look for FBZ. Blood right down. Astro step forward. They'll look for the Bounty Hunter. They get the kill on FBZ. They'll take out KSQ. That's 2 heroes dead already. Epicenter was committed from Play Hard. Makoto trying to run on this one. Bro strike onto the high ground. Now Drew coming over. Manuel and Play Hard will be in the face of this Bloodseeker. They get the kill onto the Sand King. They ball back on the Bounty Hunter as well as the Pangolier. They throw down the Blood right, but it won't land on a Natsumi, who's in a lot of trouble and eventually does die.
These are two
Overhyped
buybacks. FBZ and KSQ, they bought back. Like, what can they get from this? These are track kills, so this is fine. But they can't take the... Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see how long is it going to take for them to take Roche. Bloodseeker, Arrow.
Arrow comes in, hits on FBZ. All that time talking about Troll not dying. Finally does end up falling the second we talk about it again.
I said if he's playing with the theme, he used ulti, ran with the Rupture, and ran into 4. So, you know.
Did it to yourself. Troll. Can't be committing with
Is
that on the
Storm
Rupture.
jumping in? He made the slot. Let's see if he can steal it.
Make the attempt, balling in, and the Aegis picked up by Drew. However, he'll ride the Burrow Strike of Play Hard. Does he get out of it? They find the dust, they find KSQ, they get the kill onto the Bounty Hunter, they're going to ball lightning, look for Drew, finish off the Aegis. They've taken the first life out of his hands, and now Natsumi's here. Aether Remnant right on top of the Bloodseeker, but the Electric Vortex comes in, Blood right down, no silenced heroes on the side of Neon. Gletnir rooting up a couple of these heroes with the Rolling Thunder coming in, that hits on a Play Hard, they've got the Blood right down again. One more shot onto the Bloodseeker to finish off Drew for a second time, as 2 heroes are dead on the side of Boom Esports. They've got the ulti coming out from the Spirit Breaker as well as the charge onto the Void Spirit, so doing a lot here to disrupt this. Makoto with the double Astral Step to get away. The arrow won't land, but a lot being done by Neon after they get their hands on the Aegis on the side of Boom.
Yopaj, that was such a sick move. He perfectly timed and calculated all his mana to jump on the Bloodseeker, get the Aegis off of him, and you know, he has these mana regen items. He got all the Bloodstone charges, 5 actually, from the 2 fights that he had, and most importantly, he did not die. Like, they don't have enough lockdown for him. The only lockdown right now is like Gleipnir into Bloodright, because he does not have a defensive tool for him.
And that's like the one way I see them getting the kill is if Bloodright is 6 seconds and they find a way to finish him beforehand. But there's so much there to just disrupt the fight, even when they have that opportunity. We saw the Spirit Breaker charge come through. You've got the Burrow Strikes from Play Hard that have been pretty much on point. Neon are doing a good job of keeping their cores alive, you know, especially this Storm. They really took advantage and got the kill on that Aegis and then took Drew out a second time. It was really well done by Neon so far.
Neon's playing really well. They lost that fight, extended a bit, which gave Boom Esports a Roche, but so far so good. Like, Play Hard. He's not getting any of the last hits on Sand King, but he is getting a lot of assists, involved in 14 out of 17 kills. Now with the Blink Dagger, you know, needs 1 defensive item. I see Yule Scepter, which I really like, you know, just getting rid of the track, rid of the silence is gonna do so much. How's Makoto doing? Not too bad, you know. Not the top of the net worth, but getting very close to that. Aghanim Scepter, which is also going to be one way to silence the Storm Spirit, silence the Troll, so he can't pop those Whirling Axes multiple times in a fight.
Smoke used by Neon. Natsumi Play Hard, and Scam moving over towards mid and across it. Neon playing up to this point pretty well. They've been pretty active up to this point. Just winning a smaller tournament a couple days ago. Kagura Championship. It's like a China SEA mixture tournament. And they've been pretty much tearing it up in those kind of tournaments the whole year. Gleipnir, Bloodright, Silence comes through on a Play Hard. No, he's going to Burrow Strike and get out of it. FBZ goes with the Rolling Thunder. He's being charged. They'll look for Drew. And the arrow the wrong direction.
And Januel just trying to charge back. He already TP'd. Man, that is a fun game to watch, especially when stuff like this happens. So Troll is committing. Natsumi getting that heart. Okay, I'm gonna say it again now with the heart. I don't think he should die.
I wish maybe a mod in the chat can do that prediction thing that's new on Twitch. Will Natsumi die? Does Lacoste make the right call? Put your points on it, your channel points on it.
Yeah, use your all channel points. Trust me on this one, chat. You know, you can't be wrong all the time. Or make misplays. So Storm Spirit very close to the Aghanim Scepter. Once Yopaj gets that, it's gonna be so much easier to set things up for Sanking Epicenter. Will be pretty chaotic. You know, Spirit Breaker will charge through. There's gonna be like Sanking Epicenter. Sanking is not a guy that usually wants to go first with the Epi. Like in 90-95% scenarios, you want to just blink Burrow Strike one guy, then reset and go Epicenter with the next blink. But, you know, if you have Spirit Breaker, if you have Storm Spirit with Ags,
yeah,
then you might be able to get the good Epicenter off.
So he just picked up that Ags on Storm. Smoke used here by Boom, looking over. They're by the Roche pit. Still a long time till Roche is back up, 3 minutes. But they're coming across mid, hoping to find something. Neon a little out of their grasp at the moment. And this is a tough fight to come into, going onto the high ground blind. Astral Step silences on the Spirit Breaker, Blood Right, but the ulti that hits onto Makoto. Arrow coming through. There's the three-man Vortex, and let's see what else they get from this. Kescute already did with the Epicenter being placed right on top of Makoto, who's going to Astral Step away, but Yopaj right on him, ready to go. They found the Spirit Breaker. So far, 1-for-1, but Makoto ends up dead. FBZ, Drew, as well as this Kato, all trying to run. Just get out of the hands of Neon, and that is Void Spirit dead again. And Natsumi ready to go onto the high ground.
Yeah, it's their time. It's not going to be like as easy, but you have this troll warlord who just does not give a damn and just stands his ground, keeps beating the tower. It's not too much damage. It's a lot of attack speed, a lot of survivability. So he will eventually take it down. Even if you disarm him, like he can... You use Earn on him, he instantly dispels it. Dispel. Dispel. Can dispel silence, so needs to be a bit careful about that one. If you look at these items on Troll and like you didn't know which heroes using those items, you're probably gonna say like, yeah, these are Pudge items, you know. Aghanim Scepter got upgraded, it's really good. Eternal Shroud works really well. Heart, why not? Possibly a Centaur, but yeah, would definitely not say Troll. In this game, it's really working out well for them.
And picks up the spider legs.
Yeah.
They do come up on an Natsumi, but here comes the Spirit Breaker all the way over to Makoto. Rolling Thunder out from FBZ. It's on a Natsumi. Are they going to make the move? They do rupture him. With the Blood right down, it doesn't get the silence. The Aether Remnant, the Burrow Strike's a little bit short from play hard. Makoto coming through with the Astral Step. But now, can they get more than just these heroes? They buy back on both the Spirit Breaker as well as the Miranda as they take out 3 really quickly, losing the Bounty Hunter buys back as well. Electric Vortex hits the Kato as well as the Pangolier, but they've got the mech, so they're saved for now. Hide on the run, right on top of Natsumi. Ulti comes out from the Spirit Breaker. Shuriken toss bounces around. Dead again is the Spirit Breaker. Yopaj low on health and
doesn't have enough mana for
and this is
Bloodstone.
really troublesome for Yopaj, but Makoto
Still alive.
one shot from dead. Yopaj finally falls. They've got the Spirit Vessel on a Kescute. They'll finish him off as they go after FBZ, who will swashbuckle away, try to TP, play hard. No Burrow Strike attempt.
He tries, but a bit too late. These are 4 buybacks on each side. Man, unfortunately, Storm Spirit did not have enough mana to use the Bloodstone. Like, that would definitely keep him alive. But Troll is the ultimate raid boss, especially with the Spider Legs picked up. You know, gives you extra move speed, you can go off the cliffs. So the only spell pretty much that you care about is Blood Right. Like, you do not want to get silenced.
Yeah, those Spider Legs really helping out. Gets him down below ground. Especially that fight like right by the cliff where he's able to juke around as much as possible. Channel Point's still in good hands. Hasn't died yet.
Yeah, I hope you guys invested. I hope you invested in crypto, and I hope you invested in Troll points.
Heard the values going up. Skyrocketing. Troll going Sanjin Kaya as the next item. Interesting little build there. Quickening Charm picked up. Spiderlegs dropping for the Dire's side. SNY being built for the Bloodseeker, who has this BKB and Glepnir. 8-second BKB, and the Ags for Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, he farmed it. That Philosopher's Stone really helping him out.
Moving quite fast now. This is going for Makoto. They might set up for something, but gets a little bit too far back for their liking. Spirit Breaker stops the charge. Now they wait on top of the high ground. Just take away some vision as they're posturing for Roche, which is up and available. Last one going to the way of Boom, but not sure there will be the aggressors for this one.
Shadows take us.
So Troll kind of taking one out of the book from the previous series, the one against Fnatic, when Wisp was playing it hard. He also went Kaya and Sanj, which gives you status resistance and amplifies the region, also gives you like spell amp. So that's not too bad combined with the Eternal Shroud.
They find Drew, they'll charge, he'll pop the BKB immediately. They throw down the Sentry Ward from KezQ. Rolling Thunder comes out from FBZ. They've ruptured Natsumi. He's away from the rest of his team, but it's not looking like that's much of an issue. Astral Step, as well as the Silence coming through into the Mirana. Ball Lightning in deep with the Vortex, hitting the Coddle as well as Drew. Drew and Hyde both drop. Aether Remnant locks up the Mirana for a second, but they have the Yules on Makoto. Astral Step not getting much distance between him and the rest of the team. Yopaj right on top of Makoto, and this is looking like a very dead Void Spirit.
Now it's time to go for the high ground. Mid Raxes are just going to be taken care of by the
FBC
super melee creeps.
gets spotted as SB was chasing him the entire time. Wanyuel sticking with FBZ. Enough time there for Yopaj to get more mana to be able to come in and help get that kill. They finish off a fourth. No buyback on this Pango or the Bloodseeker.
I don't think buyback would do anything here. You just kind of waste the gold, even if it is available, because you are kind of set to play without two set of Raxes, so there's still bottom tier 2 tower. I feel like Neon can just go in and try to end the game. There it is, the game just ended.
Yeah, wow. Neon Esports finding themselves with quite a crazy one. I mean, that was really impressive, pretty straightforward, looked really good. I was impressed.
As stated before the game started, you know, Boom Esports with a very wonky draft. Not the usual one where you don't have tower damage. All you have to do is, we want to fight, you know, we want to use this track, get the gold advantage, get the item advantage from all that gold, and try to play like that, but, you know, it's a tough one. I feel they need to completely change how they need to play throughout this tournament, because this is definitely not going to work out.
Yeah, so we'll hear what the panel has to say about this one, breaking down what Boom's draft was and what went right for Neon. So take it away, Nomad and crew. Back to you.
Yeah, Neon firm